Hey everybody, it's the coach. Welcome to this special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the Cincinnati Bengals. With that, let's get up to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati.
Coach, it's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but we've got football to perk up our spirits. That's the good news at Paul Brown Stadium. That's where we're at here in Cincinnati. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Rams and the Cincinnati Bengals. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, D.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. He's got Green. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. 3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at about the 32. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
22 yards there, a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Credit the sack to the safety, Jesse Bates. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a...
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. On 1st down, it's gone. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's brought down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And the Rams with a score. Touchdown. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare.
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
All right, partner, one more time. You put the ball on the 3-yard line.
Looky here, a touchdown, a two-point conversion, and now an onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, or maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup at 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. His throw incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. But it'll be second and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. On the draw, here's Bernard. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Here's another second and goal, this time from half the distance closer. Another chance for Dalton. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So that drive, 4 plays, and it ends with a Bengals score. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field.
Personal foul.
I'm not sure what this is about.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And now it's second down. Now Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. He's got it at the 15. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 43 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here. And the Rams with a score. Touchdown. Well, he told us he was going to hit the end zone a couple times in this game. I just don't know that he envisioned doing it in the first quarter.
He probably did. I'm not sure we, did,
yeah.
right? Because all the...
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And a fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for two?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And the catch good, it's Eifert. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Quick throw, complete out wide here to Green. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 1.
Play action now, Dalton. And Eifert has it.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
A little bit of daylight on that 1st down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Dalton. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Andy Dalton now, 9 of 11 passing in this 1st half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there, a 22. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Dalton bootlegs out. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Now he's having a nice little 1st half here, partner.
And it's a 1st half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And an alley to run. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. Touchdown, LA. He returns the kickoff and even 90 yards. And the Rams have taken the lead. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all.
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 43. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Dalton now to pass. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Goff. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Goff on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that 1st down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. On 2nd and 10, Goff.
The beauty of being able to play his own defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. Jared Goff on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On second down, here's Mixon. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. A draw play, Bernard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Defense.
So naturally, they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
Dalton, 1st and 10. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He was looking for John Ross that time. And that'll bring up second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Dalton. This one complete to Giovanni Bernard. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without...
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Dalton gives to Bernard, and he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at him right now and say, let's get away from him entirely. Let's start throwing the football. But I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
They go play action here on first down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Goff. Now that'll be caught by Cobb. And he's got this down to the 35. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks, 35 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Throwing, Dalton. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Now Gurley. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Goff now to throw. And he floated one out there, incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the posts. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic, faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
you ever had it? The stuff she used to preserve?
It smelled terrible. Passing. It's Dalton. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. The final act of the first half. Dalton going deep downfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one is maybe not exactly in the bag yet, but there is definitely a big mountain to climb in this 3rd quarter. The teams are already back out there, so let's not waste any time, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. He'll have a first down past the 40. Robert Woods, 20, 10, 5, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods, 72 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but then their defense has to come right back out on the field.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is...
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. They've got this big lead. They said, forget one, we want two. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable that they even attempted from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And the throw there going to be incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team right on the midfield stripe. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Goff. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. The linebacker, Preston Brown, there to knock that one away. From the 50, it's Goff. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out. That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a...
And look at this, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Bengals will get the football back. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. On 2nd and 15 now. Dalton, and his throw is incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. So Dalton now. And that is incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Goff now looking to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him again.
It has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense...
And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And this is caught, but he will not make the 1st down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs. Give him 25 yards on the play there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Off the bootleg. Dalton. Finding Green complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 34-yard line.
On 2nd down, Bernard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Andy Dalton. And that will be incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they had the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you evolved.
Yeah.
You know, you learned how to play it the Madden way.
And the Rams now coming out on the field.
Like 20. Like 52 right here. 52.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Going up top for Kupp. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And this is caught at the 20. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 41 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. To throw again on 2nd down. Goff, and he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. From 19 yards away as his guys continue to pour it on. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Dalton, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aqib Talib, the corner, with a sack.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Goff, he's letting it fly for Cooks. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. Now Goff. A deep ball for Gurley. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A huge play that time for the Rams. 41 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
They're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Now Dalton. under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Samson Abukum. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free. 3rd down from the gun. Dalton. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. Give him 32 on the play. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Dalton. Green brings it in. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision.
Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, bounced right back on it, keeps possession. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
A 51-yard attack.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
He's going to loft one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Gerald Everett, 59 yards as his guys continue to pour it on.
You having fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we...
Tyler Boyd, he's going to go. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Boyd, 44 yards. And it's for pride now, but the Bengals get a bit closer. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A big play there. 72 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Boy, the action just coming fast and furious. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for two in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Dalton now to pass. That's complete. Bernard. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance. Where they took it.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Gerald Everett with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their own 23. And Dalton to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, tight left. We got 4.
Dalton here from the gun. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing, Dalton. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And we move to spotlighting Brandon Cooks. A chance here on this drive to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark.
Throw him the ball. Throw him the ball. Forget analysis, all right? Let's just root a little bit here. Get him the football and get past that 200-yard mark.
Boy, you want that. You seem excited.
I know, and it's really weird because normally I want guys to intercept the ball.
Right,
all right? I want them to knock it down. In this case, he's been fun to watch.
The former DB rooting for the wide receivers. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
A 57-yard attempt.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down. Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.